In this short video, I'm going to talk about a really nice property that we had listed for over a year and did not get it sold, and we know exactly why. This has probably happened to some of you that are in the business, so appreciate you watching. About a year ago, I made a video about going to list this piece of property that I'm headed to now, and my main point was, even though it's a very nice property and desirable, it was way overpriced. And I told the owner what I thought the retail price ought to be, and they wanted to try to really push it. And so I said, fine, we can try that. And then we can lower the price a little bit as we need to if we see that we're not getting any action. Well, a little over a year, this property's been on the market. They've lowered the price a little bit, but not nearly where it needs to be to get down to where I think the retail number is. And lo and behold, a year and a half later, it still hasn't sold. No serious interest at all. And the listing has expired. They're not going to renew it. What will happen is they'll list it with someone else at a good bit lower price. I've seen this so many times. And they'll list it, get it down to where I kind of thought it ought to be, and they'll end up selling it and move on. But they could have done that 2 years ago, and so that's the issue that I have sometimes when owners overprice their property. They want to reach for the sun, the moon, the stars, never get close, and then they burn up 2 or 3 years and end up selling it 2 or 3 years later for the price they could have sold it at, much earlier, and had the use of that money for that 2 or 3 years that they won't have now. So it's just the way it goes in the real estate business. I've been on the other end of this, where I've listed properties that have been on the market a long time, and they listed them at what I told them the price ought to be, and we got it sold right away. Made us look like heroes, when really it wasn't the other real estate company's fault. They just had it priced way too high. But at the end of the day, the owners determine the asking price of a property, not the real estate company. And the public doesn't really understand that. They think we're the ones that put these prices on property. No, not at all. The owners have the final say on the asking price and the selling price. So anyway, that's just the way it goes. I'll get this sign picked up on this property and move on down the road. Hopefully they'll get it sold to somebody, in the near future, and best of luck to them. I don't have any hard feelings with anybody that does this. It's just kind of annoying when you see things kind of pan out the way you anticipated. Didn't really listen, a year and a half, 2 years earlier when they could. So anyway, it's just part of the business.